The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner arrives like a rumor made real, a car that remembers its muscle car DNA but refuses to be a museum piece. It's not a simple retro copy. It's a bold reinterpretation that mixes the long, low silhouette and snarling stance of the original Roadrunner with modern packaging, materials, and technology so it can earn its place on both weekend canyon runs and daily commutes. The designers kept the attitude, the wide hips, aggressive front fascia, and purposeful hood, while softening some edges and adding aerodynamic details that let the car breathe at high speed without losing that unapologetic presence. Early images and demos show LED treatments that wink at the round headlights of the 1970s model, a sculpted bonnet with functional air intakes, and a stance so planted it reads nostalgic and contemporary at once. Underneath the throwback skin, the 2026 Roadrunner is all about options, tailored to different kinds of enthusiasts. There are reports of multiple powertrains, purist-focused V8 variants that aim to deliver classic torque and soundtrack, and electrified or hybrid variants that push the car into the high-performance present. The headline numbers being circulated include high-output V8s producing in the 600-720-plus horsepower range for the flagship models, and hybrid powertrains that prioritize instant torque and efficiency while keeping acceleration explosively quick. For buyers who still want clutch, feel there are indications that manual transmission choices will exist on select trims, a concession to enthusiasts who demanded that analog connection to the road be preserved. Driving impressions from early reviewers emphasize that the Roadrunner isn't just a straight-line missile. Engineers have worked to give the car composure through corners, with a chassis setup that balances a firm but controlled ride and steering that does not feel numb. Adaptive dampers, widened track geometry, and modern electronic stability systems allow the Roadrunner to be forgiving when pushed and comfortable when cruising. A rare combination for a car with such overt performance aspirations. The result is a car that can embarrass smaller supercars on a drag strip, yet remain sorted enough for a long highway run without constant complaints from your spine. Inside, the Roadrunner blends retro cues with contemporary ergonomics. Expect supportive, bolstered seats upholstered in premium leathers, a driver-focused cockpit with an analog-style tachometer paired to a configurable digital display, and a center stack with the latest infotainment features. Materials and fitment appear to be noticeably improved over the badge's last life. Softer touch surfaces, brushed metals, and optional aero-inspired trim packages give the cabin a tactile quality that matches the car's visual promise. Safety tech hasn't been neglected either. Advanced driver assistance systems and the latest airbag and crash structure engineering mean the Roadrunner is built to modern standards, not just to old-school bravado. What makes the 2026 Roadrunner interesting is how it negotiates heritage and relevance. The design team uses visual shorthand to trigger nostalgia, a silhouette, a stripe, a hood scoop, but then layers in modern bits that aren't mere ornamentation. Functional aero, hidden channels for cooling, and chassis stiffness improvements show that form follows performance. For purists, special editions and heritage packages promise period-correct colors, badging, and wheel choices. For tech-forward buyers, there are variants that add performance battery packs and torque vectoring systems designed to make the car faster and more predictable on track days. That duality is the Roadrunner's strongest card. It can be carefully curated for a collector or fully optioned for a weekend warrior. Performance figures vary by trim, but the narrative is consistent. This is a car built to scare the speedometer. Top-tier models are reported to sprint to 60 mph in the low to mid 3-second range, putting the Roadrunner in the company of modern super coupe rivals. Braking systems are up to the job, with large ventilated rotors and multi-piston calipers that return strong feedback during repeated high-speed runs. Transmission options aim to satisfy both modern expectations for quick shifts and old-school drivers who crave a mechanical, tactile experience. Practicality has been thought through without winking at the car's mission. Trunk space is reasonable for the segment. Infotainment supports the latest smartphone integration and over-the-air updates. And there are drive modes that let the Roadrunner switch character from quiet, Comfortable cruiser to full-throttle athlete at the touch of a knob. Fuel and charging options, depending on powertrain, broaden the car's appeal. Buyers in urban environments can opt for hybrid variants that soften the daily driving penalty, while performance-first customers can choose the full-fat combustion packages. Early pricing indications place the Roadrunner across a broad spectrum, from attainable enthusiast trims to highly optioned, limited editions that climb into premium territory, a strategy that helps the model reach both mass buyers and collectors. No new vehicle launches without compromise. The most common critiques in early coverage center on the tension between heritage and modern regulation, emissions, pedestrian safety rules, and crash standards mean some design purity was inevitably sacrificed. Purists may also grumble that an electrified Roadrunner lacks the visceral exhaust character that defined the original, even if the EV torque curve offers a new kind of immediacy. There are also the usual questions about long-term reliability for first-year production cars and how well some of the more ambitious tech will age. Those concerns are real, but they are balanced by the clear effort in engineering and the enthusiasm the car has generated among press and public alike. Culturally, the Roadrunner's comeback feels symbolic. It signals that legacy nameplates can be reborn with respect for the past and ambition for the future. For younger buyers who may never have seen the original on the road, the 2026 car provides a distilled, accessible version of muscle car lore, modern amenities, predictable dynamics, and package choices that let you decide how much character you want. For older fans, the new Roadrunner is a chance to revisit a cherished icon without stepping back into a mechanical era that lacked modern safety and convenience. In either case, the car functions as a bridge between generations of performance car lovers. If you're considering one, think about how you plan to use it. Do you want a weekend head-turner with manual shifts and open exhaust, or a daily capable coupe with hybrid efficiency and driver aids? The Roadrunner's lineup appears broad enough to service either need, and early reports suggest dealers will offer well-differentiated trim levels and option packs. Whatever you choose, expect an experience that's loud in personality, serious in performance, and careful enough in execution to stand alongside contemporary rivals. The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner is less a resurrection of the past and more a reimagining, a reminder that muscle can evolve without losing its roar.